Hello friends, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. I am going to show you these really fun rub-ons. I'm actually offering them in my Etsy shop. And so I cut one apart and I'm just going to layer it onto a white background. And just using my cutter to make sure everything was square and straight, and just applying that down on the white paper. And with rub-ons, it came with this little stick, and just rub it on, and these came off really nice and easy. And then just peel off the front paper. Now, can you believe it? I found this box in a thrift store for $1. And so I wanted to decorate it, and I'm getting out one of my favorite colors is the vintage duck egg made by Dixie Belle, and I'm just gonna it was one coat, and I was trying not to do it like too solid looking, and boy, it doesn't take much paint. So I let it dry, and then I'm just gonna sand some of that off. And just so you know too, I ended up painting all 4 sides and trying to make it look a little worn, like you can see here. Do you not just love this? I love the color. Now this is where I decided, gosh, I should have waited, and I should have put that yellow directly on the duck egg color. Is that not the prettiest? So now, you know, in the future, I'm going to be doing this. I think that mustard yellow and that vintage duck egg, they just look so nice. And did you notice I dropped my little ink pad on there? I was so bummed. Oh, so anyway, grunging it up with a little dark ink, and there it is. Oh, I'm just loving the colors. It looks so nice. And I just think it's great. And like I said, if I'd have just put those yellow Farm Fresh words on directly on the paint, I think that'd have been so cute. But it still turned out pretty cute. Let's move on to the second DIY of today. This is one of those pie pans from Dollar Tree. And so you'll just want to take and clean that up. I use some isopropyl alcohol to remove all the oils and dirt. That way your paint will stick really well. And I got out my Waverly Ivory color, and it was getting pretty dry. So when I was done painting this, I had to put it in the garbage because it is just really thick. Does anybody know, would water be the thing to do if you needed to, make that a little bit less dry? I guess I wasn't sure what to do, so I just used it, and I went over it a couple times. It was super thick. And so here I'm just gonna make it smooth. I love how you can do that with chalk paint and take out the little bumps and stuff and make it smooth. And here is one of those decals, or the rub-ons. I love this too. You couldn't get any easier. Just lay it down, use the rub-on, and pull it up. Like I said, I'm gonna have this stuff on Etsy. I actually have 2 different ones. This is one set. They come with 3 pages. And then there's another one on there, and it has more with chickens. So when you're pulling it off, and if you've got something that's not coming, it's coming up with your top there, just put it back down and rub it, and it'll go right back into place. Now this too, I was looking and wondering, what should I do for the rim? Should I leave it plain? Should I use green? Well, I ended up going with the ink black by Waverly. And again, that was it's pretty thick. And so if I would have had some acrylic, just more fluid acrylic paint, I think it worked a little better. But we did get it around the whole pan. And then once it was dry, I did sand off some of it to kind of chip it up. I didn't show that in the video, but you'll see it at the very end that it is showing some of the silver through the paint. And this is so quick and easy and so fun to do. Isn't that just cute? Got a little dairy cow there. I'm going to call her Elsie because she looks like an Elsie. So fun. So what do you think? Black, or should I went with green? Anyway, let's move on. Last DIY. I found this cute little house for $1 at the Dollar General. And I knew I wanted to do something, you know, with napkins with it. And so I'm just putting on, I ended up doing 3 coats with this Waverly White. Allow it to dry in between coats. And just making sure that the red doesn't bleed through. And then I just want to talk to you about my napkins here. I did find a site on Etsy where you can buy them. But I have 7 extra ones, and I am willing to, if someone could email me, I'll list my email, and when they're gone, I will put that in the description box that the napkins are gone. So here we go. I'm just kind of putting a crease in there so I know where to cut it. Bring it down to the very first layer and separate it, and it's really, really thin at this point. These napkins happen to be made in Germany, and I just love them. They make such gorgeous, gorgeous designs. So I'm just kind of looking at things, making sure it fits, and I'm getting my Mod Podge, and I'm just going to apply a layer of that. This is where it gets a little tricky. Oh, you know, it's like you want to put it in the right spot, because once you're there, it's not as easy to pull it up. And then just take your time and spread that out so you can get the wrinkles. And once it was dry, I did not put any Mod Podge on the front. I liked it just the way it was. It almost gave it kind of a, you know, like a canvas kind of look. But you certainly could put another layer on there to protect it. And then if you have you know, some kind of sanding paper or a file for your nails, this works perfect. It just kind of takes it right off. It's so thin, it doesn't take very many swipes, and it is off. You couldn't get it any more perfect. There is my sweet little bird with his little house. And I did want to mention too, I was going to put a word underneath it, like I was trying to find the word home in wood that would match like that rooftop and stuff, but I didn't have it. I had one that said hope, and that would have worked too. And then I thought, you know, it really doesn't need anything. It's just cute. So again, if you want a napkin, I'll do the first 7 people that email me, and then when the napkins are gone, I will list it on my description box. Also, check out my Etsy shop because I've got those fun rub-on transfers. Take care, my dear friends. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.